kindly, may you introduce yourself?
I'm Father Francis Raji, a Nigerian, a preacher, a Catholic priest. I'm a farmer and a social entrepreneur. And I find my fulfillment and joy in trying to create a life for people, young people, youths, trying to make their life more reasonable by the kind of work they do and trying to help them to make an earning of whatever talents or skills they have and mentoring young people in the light of income, because I think that most of the saints that we talk about in the church, most of them stem from poverty. So if you keep poverty, you would have killed 80% of the saints in Africa.
Wow.
That's what I think.
Wow, that's quite insightful and so true. So, you said you're a father, a priest for that matter, a Catholic priest. You belong to which? Do we talk of congregation?
I'm a missionary. I chose to be a missionary to reach out to people far off and nearby too. So I'm a priest of the missionaries of St. Paul, Nigeria. And so brought up or trained with international standard that I may be able to meet with people and understand their ways and culture, their beliefs, and still be able to interact with them. So I'm a missionary.
Wow. So there's a difference between a missionary and a diocesan priest in the Catholic Church.
Both are priests, but the difference is in your location of work.
Yes.
As a diocesan, you are ordained to work in a particular diocese, in a particular city or diocese.
Yes.
But as a missionary, you are ordained to work in places you don't even know.
Oh.
So you could be anywhere in the world. You could be sent to Kenya, just like there are missionaries of St. Paul priests in Kenya. You could work in Malawi. You could be sent to work in South Africa. You could be sent to work in Mali, in Chad, in Liberia, in Cameroon, in Europe, United Kingdom, Italy, Sweden, or United States, or wherever your work is required.
Oh, so you're well traveled.
Me?
Yes.
I don't think so. But of course, at least I've traveled the little I can in Africa and Europe and America.
Only that you haven't been to Kenya.
Yes, Kenya. Yes, I haven't been to Kenya. I haven't been to Kenya. Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes. There's been no reason to go to Kenya.
There will be. There will be. It's this book. You can hold it there. Right there. Hold it there that people can see it. The title reads Simple Secrets of Business Success. What motivated you to write this book?
Well, as an entrepreneur, as a social entrepreneur, I realized that a lot of people do business and the profit isn't there. And people say business is common sense. But business is not just common sense. Business requires some details, some principles that you need to take seriously to be able to succeed in profitability in business. So what I've done is to put together those little secrets that you need to know when you're doing business to be able to ascertain and achieve your success, which is profit.
Yeah.
So it's just putting together some principles, simple principles.
Wow. Can you highlight those simple principles?
Yeah, like I have in the book very synthesized very, very freely. I mean, I said, of course, the choice of business can determine how successful you will be. You have to choose the right business for you. Everyone has a right business for them. So you have to take time to understand what is the right business for you. The fact that you studied something in the university doesn't mean that is the right business for you. Yes, wow. You have to be able to know how to source your capital, how much money you have, determines the kind of business you want to do. So how do you source your capital? That's very important. Capital is a secret in business. How do you source it? And of course, you have to understand your targets. What are your targets? If you know your targets, if you know what you want to achieve in that business, then of course, success is yours. And indeed, you have to be endearing. You have to be, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to be a people's person. And that's customer relationship. You have to be able to reach out to understand the needs of your customers. So that's a secret. And indeed, if you are into business, you have to be accountable. You have to be able to keep your income and expenditure simple accounts. Because sometimes you're working so hard and you think you're making profit,
and you're
but
not making any profit. Could be you're making losses.
Sometimes you are complaining so hard you're not making profit. You're making so much profit, but you're lavishing the profit in the wrong places. So you have to be able to do your accounting. That's very important. I mean, one of the secrets I also talked about in the book is employing the best. If you have to employ the best. Don't settle for less. Get the best people to work for you. And of course, another secret in the book, as you have it, is the fact that people have to know what you do. Flaunt it. The social media is there. Flaunt what you do. The more you talk about it, the more you open it to people. That's marketing.
Wow.
That's advertising. That's advertisement. So the more you talk about it, the more you flaunt it to the world, the more the world wants from you. So these days, very easy. You don't even have to pay for it. Your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media, those are places that you can really get a lot to understand. And lastly, if you get to see the book, you would see that I said above all else, there is something very important that leads to success in business. For us Christians, we call it grace of God. You need the grace of God to succeed, and you have to capture that grace. The grace is out there. You have to capture it and use it for your business. For those who are not Christians, they call it good luck. A stroke of luck. So you need a stroke of luck to succeed well in your business. So you have to learn how to capture that stroke of luck. You want to do it by prayer? Good. You want to do it by will, by strong will and willing it? Good. There's a way to you to capture the stroke of luck. And that's what we talk about in business success.
Wow. I hope this is the reason you will be able to come to Kenya. You would like to hear these in details?
Well, if you get an invite to Kenya, we surely do.
You'll be happy to come and share with us. There's something striking about you, that you are a missionary priest.
Yeah.
And it's not that you have any income, but you saw the need of very many youthful people who are jobless, desperate, and you thought, why don't I use what I have to help these young people? So how many of them are you helping right now in their small business engagements?
In Nigeria, there are over 30 young people who are active and who are directly linked to my mentorship and support. Over 30 of them in different fields, in agriculture, in commerce, in manufacturing, in providing services, and all of them in different disciplines. Over 30 of them. Some are actively staying. I actively stay with some of them, and some are in the cities doing different things, and they report back, to get support in mentoring.
So we are talking about how many years in priesthood?
Well, just a few years, just 17 years.
17 years. 17 what years would you say are your 3 most successful achievements or outstanding achievements?
For me, it's getting to know myself. That's the first.
Wow.
Getting to know my purpose here on earth. That for me is the most important for me, that I know what I'm here for, and I'm trying to do what I'm here for. And probably on the last day when I lay on my dying bed, I'll be smiling because I think I've done what I'm here for. Secondly, I was very happy to be an instrument to the founding and the building of the Shrine of Our Lady on Ondo of North in Nigeria. To have been a promoter of that devotion in Nigeria and see many people's problems being solved by the Blessed Mother Mary Ondo of North and through the devotion. So that humbles me, that God will use me, so useless an instrument, to achieve something so great. That gives me joy. If you ask me, those 2 things for me are very important. And the fact that the fact that I am able to touch the lives of young men and young ladies in their aspiration for a better life. People are not asking for much. They just want sustenance. They want to have food to eat. They want to have money for their little chores and what they want to do. They're not trying to buy private jets. So don't we all deserve that?
And so that made you as a priest to go an extra mile to look for income to support them.
Yes.
Wow.
Because let me say this, because if you sit as a Catholic priest, you sit at the confessional and you listen to people who come to me to tell God their sins and ask for forgiveness. When you look at it and you examine those sins, a lot of the sins are born of poverty.
Poverty related.
So you want to see, how do you reduce this? And that's the impetus that I had and I still have.
So for you discovering who you are, and then the purpose in your life, and then building a shrine where people's lives have been changed. In Kenya, we have many shrines for the Catholic Church, and for sure, people go there for their own retreat, silent retreat. They want to take their petitions there, and marvelous things have happened. Actually, where I come from, we have a Vincentian retreat center, and it's open for all denominations. Is your shrine open for all denominations?
Oh, God is open to everyone.
Oh, nice, nice. So I can't wait to receive you in Kenya someday. You are a wonderful person. You're God fearing, and one thing I have loved about you is your free spirit. May the Lord also do you good.
Thank you.
It feels funny from a non-priest talking and praying for a priest, but I wish you all the best in what you do, and I hope someday I will be able to support the youths that you're working with, not maybe with projects like you're doing, but maybe with the training that can enhance their well-being. I do a lot of life skills training. I do a lot of mindfulness and mindful self-compassion training. And maybe the next time I come to Nigeria, we would be able to do something together for them.
We surely appreciate that, and thanks for your kind words. Wow. You're far too kind too. Thank you.
Yes, we have been sharing with Francis, Father Francis Raji. I'm a Papa Francisco. Oh, and he has just shared with us the simple secrets of business success. Kindly continue watching my YouTube channel, continue subscribing and sharing this material we have shared with you today. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another person. Could be a Kenyan outside Kenya. Let people know. All of us, God has given a special gift, and probably that special gift is your special business idea. From Father Francis Raji, Nigeria, coming to you live from Lagos. Asante sana. I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Susan Gitau, where you will access mental health tips every week, every month, every year. Thank you.